One of your most personal possessions is your signature. It is the essence and the embodiment of who we are. This is San Francisco, Northern California, home to some of the finest graffiti artists the world has known. A city famous for its beautiful skyline, steep hills, and diverse cultures. Graffiti has played a major part in the city for the last 20 years. This is the untold story of our city's graffiti history, told piece by piece.
I can't even drive a car, like, in the city. My eyes are just like the Terminator, just like scanning, like, just scanning like every rooftop, everything, seeing every tag, seeing every scribe. Like, I just want to see everything, even if it's whack or not. Oh, shit, they got that. Oh, shit, they got that. It's like, you just look at your city like a grid, like a map, you know, and just look at everything like a lot differently once you write graffiti.
I will never stop doing it, because that's just me, you know? I'm a lifer. I'm going to do that forever. We got really good at doing pieces in illegal spots, like full color, wild style, and maybe sometimes even better than stuff you could see on a legal wall that took 4 hours. It's vandalism. I like vandalism. I'm a vandal. Walk around town with my head held high, you know? They don't know nothing about that. They don't know anything about it. It's none of their business. That's my business.
I'm a writer, a graffiti writer. I write the nom de plume of my alter ego all over the place. I've written on everything, and chances are you most likely see me up in the streets. I love letters. I'm a letter fiend. At this point, it's kind of like a religion to me. I know it may sound strange, but it's my way of prayer. It's a praise to the good and a sacrifice to the bad. It's creative destruction, really. You're creating at the same time you're destroying. I figure I've gone this far, there's no real reason to turn back now. The first writing styles to influence all of us were the styles of the Spanish neighborhoods, known as Cholo writing. These were neighborhood nicknames announcing their affiliations to blocks and certain hoods.
I came here in '82 the first time. There was nothing New York style. There was the local graph from the Latin boys.
I think that everyone in San Francisco saw it, and it's a permanently entrenched part of California's history. Things began to change. Influences from outside of the Bay Area began to appear. There was Cuba from Baltimore, Zephyr from New York, bringing with them a new aesthetic, the tag. The purpose of the tag is getting your signature up on as many surfaces as possible, quickly and efficiently, without being seen or caught. Us not having a subway system, we focused on the bus lines, Muni. Getting as many lines as possible.
Get ready for a lot of fun and excitement. Now, let's start.
Bus hopper style is a totally different style.
This was the first cat I ever seen destroy a whole bus by accident. Ran up to the bus, told me, hey, get away from me, get out of my way. He just, threw me to the side with this. Crushed the 14. He was a shit.
The young man was marking with a funky marker. They stink as well. And I told him, you know, that it was making me sick, giving me a stomach ache. And he says, I don't give a fuck.
It's our bus, you know.
Man, we own this shit, man.
I mean, like people say, oh, we hate the city, you know. We don't hate the city. We love the city. This is our city.
We hate the buses, though.
You know?
Fuck that.
We hate the bus drivers, you know. No,
that's why we crush, because it's our city.
Yeah,
man.
This style of tag has remained a staple in SF's history for over 20 years and remains a vital link to our past.
And then I saw Style Wars and actually recorded it on TV when I was in high school in '84.
The things that we saw were always train pieces, so a lot of style that we kind of looked up to were a lot of the train riders in New York.
We never had subway cars like New York, so we gravitated toward walls, but walls that were off the train tracks, because it made you feel like you were in a subway yard, you know, even though you weren't.
Around this time, the media began to take notice of the hip-hop movement, and with this, a media explosion occurred, in the form of books, such as spray can art, subway art, movies like Wild Style, Beat Street. It took America by storm.
Paul Bayango and his friends do burners and bombs. Those are really big graffitis. Eventually, they're marred by throw-ups. Those are initials or tags sprayed over the burners. The gangs call themselves crews.
Crews began to form. A crew is a group of friends that are working towards the same goal of dominating the visual landscape. The perfect crime. Out to crush. Can't stop us now. Those damn kids. Masterpiece creators. Together with style. But the ones who stood out above the rest were TMF.